Warm-hearted viewers, this is Start Anew on his coming broadcasting network. The term Start Anew is an acronym which stands for sunlight, temperance, air, rest, trust in God, alternative medicine, nutrition, exercise, and water. Today, we are honored to feature Dr. Samuel Deason on our program.
Welcome to ICBN's another episode of Start Anew program. We are going to be talking about herbal therapy and how to prepare herbs that we can use in our daily lives, especially for those who we get some sudden problems. You don't produce herbs when there's the emergency. You have to have something prepared in times of emergency. Some of my colleagues would ask, why use herbs? What can herbs do that drugs cannot do? And how come when you use herbs, you claim, so there are times that they claim, they can help with cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and so on. In the first place, it says no therapeutic claim, nutritional supplement. So how can nutritional supplement treat or manage such diseases that actually medicine says are incurable? Well, herbs work in different ways. It can provide nutritional support. It can make the blood more alkaline. It can purify the blood. It can modulate body processes, and it can also stimulate certain organs to function better. So when you are doing that kind of thing, when you have actions like that, then your disease can be helped, whatever it may be. If you're getting this kind of nutrients into your system, you boost your immune system, you cleanses and purify the blood, you help the body get stronger, so the body will try to repair or heal what can be repaired. So it's not the herb per se that treated or cured the problem. It's your own body doing and regulating what needs to be regulated. So in our practice, we try to teach patients and people how to make their own herbal concoction. Since they are food, all you have to do is prepare them in such a way that you can utilize them and use them anytime you need them. There are certain drugs that did come from herbs. One example is aspirin. Aspirin is acetylsalicylic acid, salicylates, and it comes from a tree called white willow. The bark of the tree is collected by the American Indian and used for body pains, fever, and so on. But it doesn't have the side effect that aspirin, prolonged intake of aspirin would have. Another medicine that came from herb is silimarin. We use it for liver problems. It helps with liver cirrhosis and liver problems. And yet, if you go to its natural source, milk thistle, it will have silimarin, silicin, silidionine, silibdin, which are all good supplements that can help the liver function better. Example is cytarabine and cisplatin. These are chemotherapeutic agents. Well, the side effects is hair loss, the liver, the kidneys, and the blood can be affected. Red blood cell, white blood cell, and platelets are affected. And yet when you go to the natural source, Madagascar berry, eat culpepper, Madagascar culpepper. This is capable of helping fight cancer, yet doesn't have the side effect of the synthetic derivative, the cisplatin and cytarabine. So the pharmaceutical industry are actually going to the rainforests of South America to go to the healers there, to I would say the witch doctors, to find out what herbs they're using for disease. So they're studying, they're still going there. So if you are a conventional doctor and you think using herbal therapy is not scientific, the pharmaceutical company thinks otherwise. They are going to the old and tried herbal sources, and then they try to get it, patent it, put preservatives, just take the active ingredient, and then they use it and claim that it's better than the original. Well, man cannot never be better than God. God made them, and then man sort of changed its orientation. So today, We'll be sharing with you some things, how to make salves, ointments, liniment, how to make tinctures, because if you want to make an herb more potent, you can either do mega dosing, so that when you take it, you immediately get results, or you can make it into a tincture. You mix it with alcohol. Another one that we'll be making is how to make pills or tablets. Actually, it's not really, it doesn't look like a tablet, but, but it can be turned into a smaller version of the tablet. Then we'll make some other extract. See, what we do is we mix herbs with the base. Maybe it can be apple cider vinegar, maybe it can be honey, maybe it can be olive oil or wine. And the purpose is to preserve it and also get the active ingredients, so it goes into the fluid. And there are many variations. You can use any herbs, either for internal or external use. When you say liniment, it's for external use. And when we say tinctures, it's for internal use. The purpose is to potentiate or make the effect of the herb more stronger. So you put a drop under the tongue, you get results immediately. Whereas the normal concept of herbs is we're taking it for a week, 2 weeks, you're still not getting any results. As a medical doctor and one working in a hospital, we want to get results immediately so that the patients will feel relief when they come to us. So I have some lovely assistants. We'll be calling them so that they can show you how it's done. We call Paula, Chris Ann, and Dale. Okay, so the first thing that we will be showing, or they will be showing, is how to make a salve. S-A-L-V-E. S. Okay, so this is for external use. Okay, Paula. Okay, we need a kettle, maybe a stainless steel or an earthen pot, and of course we need fire, because we're gonna put some vegetable oil in it. In the US, they use olive oil. Here, we are using, is this olive oil? Yes, it is. You can also use coconut oil or some other oil. It's for external use. This is paraffin wax, candles. Ideally, it should be beeswax, but for external use, you can also use paraffin in order to make it a little bit thicker. So then we use whatever herbs you're going to be using. This is actually neem leaves, and this is what? Lemongrass, tanglad. Okay. Now, lemongrass is used in Israel as an anti-cancer. It's a blood cleanser, it's a blood purifier. So neem is also a blood purifier. So you can apply it on certain things and there'll be improvement. So you mix them all together. And theoretically, you're supposed to let it simmer for 30 minutes to 1 hour, low heat. If you have a big batch and you're making a really big batch, then probably it's going to be longer. It's going to be more than 2 to 3 hours in low heat. And you mix them all together. And hopefully we have enough oil. Maybe you can add a little bit more oil. And you may need. And let it stay from 30 minutes to about 1 hour. As the herb, vital substance were absorbed in the oil, then the paraffin wax also melts, and so you have a liquefied combination of there. When 30 minutes to 1 hour have elapsed, then you strain it and put it in a wide open container so that when you have to put your finger in there, it can it's easy for access. Then you can apply it. And this is the finished product. See, you can apply it kind of hard a little bit, no? A little bit too much of the paraffin. Then you can use it like this. Okay. So for cream, you use less of the paraffin, so it's looser, it's softer. And then if you are to make a suppository, maybe for hemorrhoids, because this can be used for hemorrhoids too. Okay, aloe vera, you can add aloe vera. Then you roll it in wax. Is this wax paper? So now you have a suppository. You can cut it accordingly and just put it on the anal area. So this is so simple, right? So you can make your suppository. You have to put it in the fridge so that it stays hard longer. Because in room temperature, it can soften. And in body temperature, it melts. Okay. See, you can already have a livelihood just from your ointment and your cream. But some people would prefer beeswax because it's a little bit more natural than candles. But you can use candles also. So the next one is a tincture. So a tincture is for internal use. That is, you use vodka, rice wine, and it's very strong vodka. When we turn off the fire, just in case it might explode. No? So you can use rice wine or sake, or you can use vodka. If you want a flavor, there are some vodka in the market that has flavor, you know. And what you do is you get a container, and if you are using fresh herb, like this, cayenne, and cayenne is very good for heart disease, high blood pressure, and pain, then you get, we don't have a spoon to get it from. It is a 1:2 proportion. So maybe 1/3 of this would be your cayenne, and the rest would be wine or the vodka. So it can be raw herb, or you can chop it, or you can use garlic, or you can use ginger, and you can put them in there. And you put the vodka or the rice wine on it. And every day you're supposed to shake it for about 2 weeks. Now, the Chinese, when they make a tincture, they let it stay for about 3 months. So you soak it, and once you have this finished product, you have it. It will last a long time. You keep shaking it, okay, every day, maybe a minute or two, every day for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, you harvest it, you strain it, and the finished product you put in a bottle with a dropper. And for heart disease, for lowering blood pressure for emergency or for maintenance, you put a drop or two under the tongue. And for those who have problems with their acidity, they don't even need to swallow it. The tincture will penetrate to the small blood vessels under the tongue, and it will do its job. If the blood pressure is high, it will lower it down. If it's low, it will increase it. It will raise it up. So that's it's for internal use. But if you were to do a liniment, which is external, same procedure, but you change. You use ethyl alcohol instead. Okay, 70% or 80% ethyl alcohol. So same procedure, except instead of using vodka, you use ethyl alcohol. The effect of the wine and the alcohol is that it pulls the vital element of the herb so that it can be into the solution. So, what is that?
Garlic.
Oh, garlic powder, huh? And then this is cayenne. Okay.
Powder.
So this is a liniment that you use for arthritis, for pain. So you just put it. It's kind of hot, but it acts like a, what is that? A salonpas or something that increase heat in that area, so it's better circulation, and so swelling goes down. So it's very good for pain. Careful that you don't put it on your eyes. Tama na. Okay. So this is internal, this is external. The same procedure, you shake every day for 2 weeks, then you can strain, and then you have your liniment. You can add other things, like for skin problems, you can probably mix it with aloe vera for beautiful skin. You can put also cacahuate or madre de cacao for allergies and itchiness and antibacterial property. For those with fungal infection, you get Acapulco. So you have a liniment to apply there. You can also add some aromatic herbs so that it smells good. Maybe ilang-ilang, some pagita, or some flowers that when they smell it, it would smell better. Okay. Then we have what we call the herbal peel. Now, this is a little bit challenging because you're going to have a ability to make works of art. Okay. So you take powdered herb, maybe garlic, maybe, what did we use here? Okay. And then you mix it with cornstarch. Now, in the U.S., they use sleeper elm powder or some other such herbs, but what we use would be cornstarch, and then you mix it with honey to make a thick paste, like a dough or something. Okay. So make it thick. Kulang siya. More. Marami pa siguro. So when you mix them, then you put it in an oven toaster or dehydrator. So it depends on what shape you want to make it. Okay? So just mix it. And this is actually what my wife did. She made this into a biscuit or something. Anyway, you can make it in smaller pills or you can make it into smaller balls. Okay, so you can just take it. Actually, this tastes really good. Honey and garlic. Tastes good. Basahin nyo. See, they would not go like this. It tastes good. So, let your food be your medicine and your medicine your food. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it surprising? God has given us so many things that we can use and we don't need to go to the pharmacy that often. So, you just mix it, put it in a small oven at super low heat, and then when it's dried, then it's a tablet or a pill. So I hope you learned something from what we shared with you today. May God bless us all. Again, we keep saying, beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper in health, even as your soul prospereth. And so from our team, may God bless you.
View the whole Start a New program starting with the opening interview with Dr. Samuel Tizon, parts 1 and 2, and the closing interview. There are lectures on what is natural healing on Christianity, parts 1 and 2. God's marvelous self-healing body. Cancer, it can be prevented, parts 1 and 2. Alternative program for kidney disease. Diabetes. Whys and hows of detox. Learn about modalities used for healing such as body massage, hot stone massage, ventosa, charcoal pack, charcoal wrap, enema, and facial clay treatment. A video demo on how to prepare concoctions is also available. Watch the question and answer section recorded before a live audience. And enjoy the bonus sections on medical missionary work also recorded before a live audience. Thank you, and may God keep you in good health.